Hello Amazing World YouTube, Ace Reddit here for another video. Today we'll be reading from the subreddit RPG Horror Stories. Our first little post for the day is DM controlling my playable character. I don't know if this belongs here. If, please feel free to remove it. Sorry for grammatical or spelling errors. I am writing this off my phone. The typical little sorry. So a few years ago, my boyfriend and I joined a D&D campaign, started by a friend of ours. I was going to run a druid wood elf with a wolf companion. Actually sounds like a great character. But I digress. But after our DM approved the character, and I had the art piece commissioned and finished, he decides my character needs to be a dark elf. I was a little confused and talked to him about it. He explains that my character is going to be a key part of the story. We ended up compromising on her being a dark wood elf. We go a few sessions, I am working on choosing spells, but once again the DM feels the need for me to change things. I usually play a soft defense druid, but not pure support. So that's what he wanted me to be. I was a pure support druid. Provide healing and food for the party. I was a little annoyed, but again shrugged it off. Finally I got fed up. Though when he introduced himself as somewhat of a PC, meant to be a bodyguard for my character, the DM was controlling what my character's build was and how I was to play her, just to fit his campaign. I told him how I felt about him controlling my character, and that I didn't feel like my character anymore, and that if it continues, I wouldn't want to come back to the campaign. Nothing changed, so after about 3 more sessions, I told him I wouldn't be attending anymore. It kinda left us parting on bitter terms sadly, because he was a great friend to play video games with. Maybe just not the best TM. I feel for that. I'm lucky that of my friends in my D&D sessions, we have 3 DMs right now, technically 4 if Palmer ever wanted to DM again. All of them are pretty good. I know Mill is running a great dinosaur style new world campaign. Goose is our resident campaign that plays long stories where I just go and kill everything because I'm the resident murder hobo rogue assassin. And then you have Casey, who is the great storytelling DM who creates intricate worlds that we interact with. He's actually the one we're playing Ravnica with, and Ravnica's pretty fun. Anyway, school D&D gone terribly wrong. Get your popcorn ready. This is gonna be a long one. The cast: me, the magical eagle. I sense Sevi sarcasm. Mary, an entitled friend. Chill DM, jerk DM. This story happened a few years ago. I was a junior in high school, and some teachers had gotten permission to start a D&D club. I had always wanted to play the game after watching online D&D games, and this was a perfect way to jump into the hobby. I was super excited and wanted to be prepared to impress the veterans. I brought the 5th edition player's handbook and started learning as much as I could about the game. If only I knew what hell I was walking into. A little background about the club before we continued. To be fair, that campaign pitch was very interesting. It was a time-themed game where everyone was pulled in different eras in time in order to stop the BBEG from messing with history. It is also a very easy way to hand-wave play absence by blaming on time shenanigans. There were about 30 club members, nearly everyone was the first-time players, and 4 DMs. Since everyone was new, DMs decided to help everyone make characters and then divide them all into balanced parties. So far so good. I decided right off the bat that I wanted to make a Dragonborn Warlock. However, this was shot down by the GMs. Some parent had complained about D&D being demonic and how it excluded her Christian child from playing anything related to demons. It was cut. Oddly enough, fallen angels and tieflings were still allowed. Argued that warlocks didn't have to be bound to demons and I could have archfey or even celestial patron. However, the GM didn't budge. Alrighty then, monk it is. So I started rolling up Dragonborn Monk when I get called over by Chill DM. Chill DM: hey OP, I noticed you seem more experienced and flexible than everyone else. How you task you do this, but we at least one more tank character to make at least a balanced party. Would you be cool with playing a fighter? Now I'd already been forced to drop one idea, but the DM was very chill about it and wanted to make a good first impression on her, so I agreed. A little time passed and I was helping other students make characters in between creating my now Dragonborn fighter. One of these students was a student who we call Mary. I didn't know Mary too well, but we shared some mutual friends, and I knew her best out of the 30 of the members, so I decided to hang out with her. She was rolling up a young Thai rogue and since both our characters were reptiles, we decided that our characters should really know each other. We had plans, but Jerk DM noticed this and decided to intervene. Jerk DM, I wouldn't recommend that. It would be hard to get human elements if you're both monsters. One of you should be a human. Okay, well, since I was asked to play a fighter, I think you should be human, Mary. Mary, I don't want to be human though, that's boring. Plus I have to rework my backstory. You should change to human. Hey, I don't like humans either, but I'm already playing a class I didn't want. It's only fair that you take one for the team this time and be human. Well, if you're willing to change your class, I don't see why you can't change your race too. Jerk DM, Mary was right, OP. She's already grown attached to her character and had it for longer. You should be the one who plays the human. I'm already not liking this Jerk DM. At least Chill DM was trying to support the whole group. I tried arguing back, but I was forced to be human. I was pretty upset by this, but I still wanted to make the most of it, and I couldn't be mechanically satisfied. Then I would put all my effort into playing a fun character, roleplay wise. I look back at some of my favorite games to help find inspiration for my character. Then I remembered Owen from Fire Emblem Awakening and decided to base my personality off him. For those who haven't played the game, Owen is an overdramatic warrior prince with theatrical flair. Owen constantly monologues about having the blood of an ancient hero while everyone around him facepalmed at his antics. Thus, Zale Vanguard was born. Zale was a charismatic warrior prince from a long line of hero kings. Due to his reckless and stubborn nature, Zale's family hired Mary's rogue to secretly be his bodyguard and keep Zale out of trouble. After all the characters were done, we were split into our parties, and I was put into Chill DM's group. There was not enough time to start playing, so we just spent the last 5 minutes getting to know each other. Everyone seemed equally chill, and Chill DM fell in love with everyone's characters. It was a rocky start, but I still believe that I would have fun during this campaign. My first session finally arrived, and there was an immediate red flag. The groups have been split into 2 groups of 15 instead of 4 manageable groups. This was because 2 of the DMs, including the Chill DM, have been sick and have been rude to exclude everyone else from the game. I understand why they did this, but I knew this would soon turn into a chaotic mess. And to add insult to injury, I was put into Jerk DM's group. Joy. Things start off innocent enough. Our group mysteriously wakes up in the middle of a field during drastic age. Before anyone has time to comprehend what's happening, we hear massive creatures approaching from the tall fields. I am one of the first to react, and I decide to try and hide to avoid whatever may be coming. 6 other players follow my lead, including Mary's rogue. The Jerk DM PC's Tabaxi Ranger, each DM had a character to act as a guide for most of us when new players. We all watch as a T-Rex emerges from the grass, causing everyone to roll for initiative. Now when you are running combat for a large group, things are going to be pretty slow as it takes a while for everyone to complete their turn. This is even more true when you have a party of 15 newbies who have no idea how to play the game. Usually takes an hour for everyone to cycle through one round of combat. That can and cannot be true in some cases. I remember my first time playing, I was a barbarian. I think I was a Cyclops or Goliath, one of the two. And all I remember most of it was, since we weren't at a level where I got 2 attacks, I would just hit stuff really hard and then would go on to our resident rogue who would sneak attack everything religiously. And that's what inspired me to be rogue all the time. Now if you have 15 characters, or 15 characters, technically 16 with the DM, that would equal about an hour of combat. Actually, that should equal 2 hours. If it's newbies. Putting holes in this and putting myself a lot, sorry. After watching a few rounds of panicked T-Rex fight in the group, hiding our approach by about 7 Velociraptors, who seem more curious than violent, DM Tabaxi Ranger tries to bang her shield to startle them away, but she botched her intimidation check and the raptors gang up on her. They are only attacking the DM Tabaxi Ranger, so no one else in the party wants to risk provoking them more. Everyone except Zale Vanguard, who on my turn charges for them. I would attack Raptor and roll a nat 1. The Jerk DM rules that my grip was loosened, my rapier flies out of my hand and lands into a tree, almost hitting the Tabaxi Ranger. I call a quick sorry as my turn ends and wait an hour for my next turn. Luckily, a druid in the party was able to calm the raptors into being docile again, and the combat was seemingly over. When my turn rolls around, I gotta reclaim my character, and Jerk DM has her Tabaxi Ranger attack me twice with twin scimitars. Why would you do that? Jerk DM, well, my character doesn't know you and you threw a rapier at her, so you're an enemy. It was an accident. Plus, it was only into a tree because you put it there. The dice be like that sometimes. Me, can someone please talk this ranger down? Mary, accept the result of your actions, dude. It's not our job to dig you out of your own mess. Actually, since you're my bodyguard, but okay. was baffled and infuriated, especially since the attacks had dropped me to 1 hit point. Everyone again was hesitant to jump in the conflict, so on my turn I disengaged and shout, "I am not your enemy," while staying far away from anyone. I was afraid someone else would attack me if I got close to them. Meanwhile, the other half of our group was have a hard time with the T-Rex. However, there was a turn in luck, and a wizard scared the T-Rex by setting a nearby tree on fire. Fireball! The T-Rex began to run away, and when you guessed it, Jerk Team had it run right towards my character. Tail failed his dex save to avoid the T-Rex and was anticlimactically trampled to death. At this point, I was done and left without saying another word. It was a horrible experience, but there's a bright side of the story. Being treated so terribly by this inspired me to become a DM to run a fun game where people will actually want to play. My current group is pretty awesome, and we've been playing together for over a year now. I just wish we wouldn't have to play a crappy school game. I didn't have to play a crappy school game to get where I am now. TLDR, my first D&D experience involved being forced to play a human fighter, playing an oversized school group, and attacked by a DM's PC, and getting killed by T-Rex during the first session. Remember, pimps like and subscribe to me, follow me on Twitter, like and stuff, and if you want to see more content like this, yeah, go to my channel. Love y'all players, keep on playing. Peace. Goodbye.